Please, not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no...
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready!
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Samuel going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. The determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now Geno on first down.
That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
At the Dolphins' 33-yard line.
Now it's Smith. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Ravens had 2 and 13 now on the year, and they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown! Terrace Marshall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. First down, Mills. Flush to his right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Right back to Dobbins on first. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 9. On play action, Mills. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one. Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Mills to throw for it on 4th. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 39 yards. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Smith. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 23 yards the pickup there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and He's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mills. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Duvernay in motion. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 46, here's second down and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Play action now. Mills.
This is caught inside the 15.
It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Second and goal from the 1. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Third and goal, Mills. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. Touchdown, Dolphins. George Pickens from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Moving inside the 20. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Mills. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A second down throw from Mills. Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
And
in the first half. You expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Geno. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Geno now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
They go play action. Mills. Open man. There's Darnell Washington. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Mills. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mills. Touchdown! Chris Olave from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. taken at about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the 50, it's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here we go.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Mills now.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Mills on first down.
Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mills now on second down. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Off of play action, here's Smith.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mills to throw it. And incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Duvernay in motion. Looking to throw is Mills. Oh, it's deep for Duvernay. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Ravens 9. Jack Fox
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Gino. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Smith. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd down and 4. To throw, Mills. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
3rd and short yardage, Mills. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A first down throw for Mills. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack, but found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Olave holds it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mills. He's into the secondary. Touchdown! Darnell Washington, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Ravens 9. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Baltimore Ravens.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Smith. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd and 6.
Next.
Marshall, the man in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now it's Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday. We're going to sit up.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Smith sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Curtis Samuel, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And now they're in the hurry-up. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off the play fake, Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
3rd and long for Mills. Olave over the middle. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said,
oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They snap it to Smith. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Mills. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Dolphins, they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hard-working crew,